Thousands of years ago, predating the Navajo peoples, the mysterious ancestral Puebloans roamed the American Southwest. They often left petroglyphs or pictographs or even cliff dwellings in the most difficult-to-reach locations. Sedona, Arizona. I was on Google Earth browsing around ahead of my visit and found towering above town this: Thunder Mountain. The summit is unreachable except by treacherous climbing, exactly the type of place where ancestral Puebloans would leave their mark. Yet I could find no mention of any evidence ever found there. It seemed strange to me, so I decided to go take a look. And you? Well, you're coming along. Welcome to SWELLER'S and Dwellers. It is bright and early at 6:15 a.m. and we are at the parking lot to climb Capitol Butte, Thunder Mountain in Sedona, Arizona. We have to be at this parking lot at 6:15 in the morning because it fills up by 7 at the latest, because people are going to Devil's Bridge, which is one of the most popular hikes here in Sedona. But we beat the crowds. All we got to do now is fuel up and have some breakfast. Here we go, my friends. This is not a very well-traveled route, so the first thing we're going to have to do is actually find some sort of a trail. After a couple of minutes, I found a trail off to the left. Looks to be mostly a mountain bike trail, but it'll get us to the ridge route. After 10 minutes from the parking lot, following along the mountain bike trail, I found off to the left a trail heading up towards the ridge of Capitol Butte. This is it, baby. Let's go. And it looks like it's going to start getting a little more spicy coming up. We have reached the first rocky buttress on the ridge. Look at these early morning views. We're just on the left-hand side of the ridge. I think we're going to head up this tree gully right here, and there's the summit over there. We've made our way to the bottom of that tree gully. Now it's just up. The beauty of hitting this peak early in the morning is that the route is mostly in shade, but as you can see way out there on the plains below, it's sunny and probably hot. Alright, we're gonna gain the ridge and probably boust out into the sun. Oh yeah, here we are. Other side of the ridge, staring down into Sedona. Wow, that sun is bright. Alright, maybe we'll get back into the shade here. This is just temporary. Trying to find a way up. Oh, look at this, a nice little rock overhang with some shade. Wow, yeah. If it was a hot day, this would be a good rest spot. Maybe on the way down. Now the final summit block. Looks a lot spicier than what we've seen so far. Looks like there's a chimney here, but just to the right, there's a little tunnel heading up. That's what I'm going to head up. All right, I'm going to leave the poles here at the top of that little tunnel because it's getting more hands-on and the poles are just more in the way than they are help. The trail is a lot less distinct up here. There are cairns, so pay attention and be on the lookout for them. But other than that, you gotta kind of go by feel, and don't be afraid to backtrack and retrace your steps if it gets too crazy, because it shouldn't be more than third class. Some cairns are very tiny, but they're there, so be on the lookout. All right, here we are to the other crux, the dry waterfall. But let's get the helmet on first, just in case it gets spicier up top. Well, that wasn't too bad. I probably should have put the helmet on down lower at the beginning of the third class kind of stuff, back at that little tunnel. And yeah, if there was multiple people with me, I definitely would have, but I'm climbing alone and there's no one above me. Here's the waterfall from the top. Yeah, it's a little more dicey than it looks from below. Made the right decision to go around it. Now just more route finding. Check out the lizards. And whatever you do, don't fall into the cactuses. They're real and they hurt as usual. All right, here's a little chimney we have to go up to the left there. All right, after that chimney, it looks like it eases off, so let's take the helmet off and put the hat back on, because we're in the sun. And check out down, following along the ridge that we took to get up here. Wow. Beauty! Not too far to go to the summit. All right, it's flattening out. Looks like one of these two rocky bumps here is the summit. Let's go find out which one. And see if we can find any evidence of the ancestral Puebloans. Look at the nuclear colored fungus on here. Just a few steps to get to the summit. Whoa. All right. Look at that. We have made it. Just over 2 hours to the top of Capital Butte, Thunder Mountain. The views are incredible. But what about the pictographs and pictoglyphs? Well, unfortunately, I've been roaming around up here, but haven't... Wait! Look! What's that? This is definitely a pictograph. I can't believe it. This is awesome. It's a bit faded, so I've enhanced it as best I can for you. I wish I could decipher it. I'm not an expert, but it's difficult to find meaning in these. Many people even refer to ancient Puebloan pictographs as ancient graffiti. I don't know about you, but I'm reluctant to resign to the idea that there's nothing more to this than random scratchings. It looks too organized. What do you think? Is there a deeper meaning to this? Perhaps today we've simply lost the language used to communicate the message in these. And what is the message? You saw how difficult it is to get up here. Why would they make the effort if not to leave a meaningful message? These mysteries may never be solved. This mountain has kind of a fearsome reputation, but I didn't find it too bad. You just have to follow the trail, take your time, look for cairns, look for footprints if it hasn't rained recently, and if it gets to be more than a few moves of third class, you know you're in the wrong spot. Retrace your steps and look around. Sedona, Arizona is an absolute wonderland of adventure. Let's have something quick to eat and then get down, because we got to move on to our next adventure. A hike to the birthing cave. Yes, my friends, the fun never stops. After just under 3 hours and 45 minutes and 588 meters elevation gain, we are back. But now, it's time for the birthing cave. You are not gonna want to miss this. Let's go. So we drove to the trailhead for the birthing cave, but before we go, I have to take my boots off and have a sandwich. It's noon. It's time for lunch. Don't be such a slave driver. Oh, let's take it easy. All right, it was just a little break. Here we go. We've got a couple hundred meters. We got to walk down the highway here to the trail because it is busy. It's the birthing cave. Here is a snake. Glad he wasn't moving. All right, here we go. It's just a nice flat stroll through the trees for the most part, but there is not much shade, so make sure you're prepared for the sun and the heat. All right, it's been about 20 minutes and we've reached the cliff face. Let's go inside the birthing cave.
My pants are gonna be dirty. Oh, my pants are
It's okay. Good technique.
Hang on to it. Tell Debbie.
Does my arm and leg look the same angle, or should I lower or raise
I
it?
took 3 of them.
Slip. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Are you coming over here, Tanya?
Oh no, I'm just gonna take a.
But Sweller, why do they call it the birthing cave? Ha, I have no idea. Maybe I'll understand when I'm a bit older. Tonight for dinner, we're going all out. We're gonna have tacos. Right now, I got some beef cooking up. We got some lettuce, some cheese, and we got 10 tortillas. Oh, and we also got some leftover taco seasoning from last time. Instead of buying a huge jar of salsa, which I just won't use, I bought the much less expensive can of diced tomatoes. And I'm going to dump some of the juice into the beef with the taco seasoning to spice it up. And then I'll just have some diced tomatoes that I can put into each of the soft tacos when I mix them up. You know, just to make things a bit easier, I think I'm just going to dump all the tomatoes in with the beef. I mean, it's all going to get mixed up later anyways, so let's just throw them in now. We got a tortilla. Let's spoon some of the beef tomato mixture onto it. All right. And a little bit of cheese. And some fresh lettuce. Look at that. Oh yeah, just beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that? Let's roll this baby up. Oh, all right. That is tasty. Simple, but delicious. Oh, wow. This, my friends, is van life, Sweller Van Dweller style. If you enjoyed that video, then you should watch this one next. And if you've seen that one, well then you should watch this one. And if you've watched them both, well then, you're one of my top subscribers. And I appreciate you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.